Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today I am playing StarMade. And today I want to get, don't think we're going to do anything with this wing or that wing, although I've prepped for this to come across. I want to get systems going, and I'd like a system room. So we're going to poke a hole here, and we're going to turn off that flashlight. And we're going to go down 5. And we're going to look for my elevator. Do I just have like a 2-level elevator, don't I? Elevator 2-level. I know, yeah, elevator 2 levels, or level. I don't remember which one's which. One of them was wrong. See here, and that's, there we go. And it's on the wrong side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm doing that because I use a 5x5x5 building system, so everything should be on a 5. There we go, and that is not right. Is it this one? No. Oh, man, they both have... Okay. We're gonna go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 again. So that should line up nicely. The... 2 levels load. That should line up nicely there. Alright. Now, I don't really want it to be all pokey at the bottom, though. So we're going to take this whole chunk here. Take this chunk. We're gonna paste it here. Alright. Because I don't want too much stuff being down here. Alright, we'll just get rid of all this and we'll just wire up my controls to this side. Alright, and let's pull that. And all these buttons are going to run to this button, which is going to run to this button, which is going to run to this flip-flop. Alright, so that should go up and down, except it's not going to go up and down because... Come on. There we go, because that's not wired up properly. Oops, stop that. That's not wired up properly. And let's poke a hole there. There. Alright, and grab that. You're just reworking everything just to save a couple blocks. Up and down, and up and down, and what are you? Yes, I realize you're an and an... Oh, wait a minute. You're an and an... I don't know what those go to. Cool. What, I bet they were for the, door controls. Well, they're not now. Well, actually, no, I do want those. And let's grab you. Wire to the bottom. That's what they were. The top, then... where am I? There's my... Alright. And then let's come down you and grab you here. There we go. Except now... Oh, let's just rip all that out. There we go. And let's add a elevator platform, admin load, spawn dock. All right. So now when that leaves the platform, the rail should kick in, or the rail should send a low activation to this, or low signal to this activator. The activator sends it to this knot. The knot translates the low to high and sends the high to the door. Whereas this one, this rail says, yo, there's something docked on me. So it sends a high signal to this activation, which sends a low signal to, or no, which sends a high signal to this knot, which translates it to a low signal, which sends it to this door. And this door says, oh, low signal, I'm open. Awesome. All right. And that should do it for real work today. Oh, lovely. I even have the indentation there. All right. So just a little door or little hallway down here to maintenance level. What I really want this to sort of be, and to kind of sneak in back this way. But today we're going to do that. And I would like some proper power. 4, 5. We're going to start with a 5x5 block. And we're just going to put it... You know what? We'll just do the whole of reception as power. There we go. That just needs to be 3. There goes. The whole of reception is power. And now, because we have power blocks, we need to balance them with stabilizers. So put stabilizers here. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, minus 10. That's 60%. So 3, that's 86%. 100%, because that's a 1-to-1 ratio. If you don't put in the stabilizers, then your power reactors won't work. Well, you'll only get the percentage of efficiency here. You only get that percent of your reactors working per stabilizer. Of course, you could effectively do this same system by cutting out the stabilizers entirely and halving the power output, but that was the choices made on this particular system. Right, now, let's see, shields. I'd like some shielding, a recharger, and a capacitator, which I don't think they're actually called capacitors anymore, which is kind of sad. All right, so how big of a shield are we going to need? Bigger than that. In fact, we probably need to move it out. We're going to put the shield here. There we go. Because this shield bubble isn't a true bubble. It's not like a Gungan shield like you see in Phantom Menace. It's a it's an area of effect. There we go. I want that to affect the whole area. Awesome. And the larger the blocks we use, the bigger the bubble grows, and you can adjust the center of it. We're going to come down here, and we're just going to run some shield here. How much shield are we using? Let's go back to stats. That's 42% of our reactor. That gives us plenty of room to put like a little docking thing here. Gives us room to grow this way and up and down. So only the blocks inside this bubble will be protected by the shield. So that works just fine. And it doesn't need to have a massive shield because this is a military, or not a military installation. Those are stabilizers. So we have our shield rechargers, which is the regen. It determines the, where is it? Shields. Determines regeneration, which is 3,125 energy per second. We need capacitors, which actually give the shields, well, capacity. So there we are, capacitors, I think they're actually called, but capacitors is what we've called them for 100 years. 200,000 capacity. Let's see. Upkeep is 800. By required upkeep is 800. We're doing 3,000, so that's fine. 200,000, that is plenty for a hospital. I don't expect it to be under siege. So actually 200,000 is probably a little overkill for a hospital. But you can't just cut corners when it comes to health. So there we go, there's that. So we're gonna, and that takes half of my energy. Usually I try to shoot for a quarter of my power to go to shields, but I wanted this bubble to be large enough to encapsulate the whole hospital. So we're sacrificing that. It's not gonna. The power is basically just gonna be to run the shields and the handful of chambers I have. So we could theoretically take 60% of this chamber out, or this reactor out, and still be good. But we do need excess power for when things like the ambulance are docked, because it'll shut down its reactor and use the hospital reactor. So having too much is probably a good thing. Okay. Now that I've talked for 1,000 years, let's talk about mobility chamber, logistics chamber. Okay. Chambers. See, I need 59 blocks to make, or yeah, 60 blocks to make a chamber. So we could do like a 6x10. 6x10, that would be a full reactor chamber. And it needs to be attached here. Specify it as, that's not what I wanted. It's a mass chamber, isn't it? Yep, mass chamber. Now the size of chambers you want the size of the chamber depends on the reactor. If you look at your reactor and hit R, or if you hold down tab, go station or ship in your case, and go reactor, it's the same thing. And it tells you your reactor size, its level, the chamber size, that's minimum, and how much capacity you have left. We have one chamber, specify it. Actually, we don't have any chambers that didn't update. There we go. We have one chamber, specify it as personal gravity. So now, when we hop in the station, there we go. I was in no gravity, now I'm gravity. So everybody on the station is as though they've hit a gravity block. And every ship that comes near it's as though it hit a gravity block. So that'll make life a little harder for pilots, but easier for people on the station. That, and it will allow me to get rid of these. All right. There we go. Got rid of those. And so now you can't have people just running, hitting the gravity block and flying up to this level here. You have to take my elevators I spent so long making. Awesome. So we have set up for a little maintenance hallway. Probably put like some sort of engineering room or something down here. In fact, let's go ahead and put up some basic hallways. Moved and paste. I don't really care about I want a corner. About red alerts here. Not particularly. And let's see, put that there. And pop that like that. Alright. Let's see. There. This is my dark maintenance hallway template. See and load and paste. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna do down here, or what the plan is for this portion, but I like it. I really need to redesign those so they're right. We're not gonna worry about red alert down here. If you're in maintenance and there's a red alert, that's probably why you're in maintenance. Anyway, we'll put some systems or decorative-y stuff here. Don't think there are any other chambers that I really need. Unless... transport... That might be useful. The transport shield outage reduction. Because when you use a transporter to move from one entity to another, it drops your shields. And then there's a timeout, then the shields come back online. Moving within the same entity does not, despite having people tell me it does, but that has been tested, and it does not drain the shields jumping from within a ship or entity to another point within the same entity. As long as you're in the same entity, it doesn't drop your shields from what I've seen, unless something changed in Quickfire, because I don't think I've tested it since then. All right. So I think that'll do it for today. We have a nice little elevator going down now to maintenance level. And I'm not going to tie this into the lockdown. Because if there's a lockdown and you're locked down in here, you should probably be able to get down to maintenance. Unless, of course, that's your goal, to get into maintenance and lock everybody else out. It's a hospital, it's not a spy place, so we're not going to put that much thought into security. Oh, a security office, that'd probably be nice to have. Anyway, I have been JW608, this has been StarMade, and I will do you cats later.